and the USA on the floor. Monica, I know that you'll be feeling a little bit for the Chinese, because secretly you've got great admiration and hope that they're going to do something marvelous and actually push the Romanians very hard, but they've got to start on beam, and that really is a disadvantage, isn't it?
Yes, and my heart goes out to them, because I do feel that they are very talented, particularly talented. And for them to start on beam, it's a terrible piece of apparatus, nerve-wracking, having to harness all of that adrenaline into balance. But nevertheless, whoever wins, it's going to be a fantastic competition. I'm really excited at the prospect of it. The battle between Romania and the USSR goes on, and gold medalists from the Olympic Games, sorry, bronze medalists from the Olympic Games, the USA, are here fighting to try and get into the medals in this World Championship.
There goes the gong for the end of warm-up. That's Daniela SILIVAS just finishing off her warm-up. Don't panic, she hasn't blown it on her very first piece of apparatus. Still just getting the final little bit, and the Romanians now re-chalking the bars. The preparation of the asymmetric bars is so important. Every gymnast likes them a little bit different. The right amount of chalk, the right amount of tackiness, and everybody joins in and helps in that preparation. First up for the Romanians, Lecramiora Philippe, a newcomer into the team. Since the Olympics, they've had Voinia's retired, and they've had a few injury problems, Monica. We were learning a bit about it today, weren't we?
Yes, and I think they're a bit thin on the ground as regards their selection. But we know that they have tremendous tenacity, wonderful team spirit, and I know that they'll be rooting for gold. Here goes Philippe.
Pirouette on the giant, the coach standing in for the Kachev. Now he goes away confident that she can come to no real harm.
Romanians, great technicians on the asymmetric bars. Forward giant, inward double somersault, dismount.
Lecramiora Philippe comes from Moinești, the newest member of the Romanian team.
Take advantage of the wonderful slow motion camera, seeing the full twisting giant, very complex hand change into the Kachev. Working in and out of the difficulties takes skill.
There the Kachev from a different angle. Now the long wait. I sometimes feel that that's the worst part of it.
That a very difficult element, especially rotating around the bar in the reverse grasp, but then to add that inward double front, really skillful.
Aurelia Dobre, the next up for the Romanians. Nobody going on any piece of apparatus at the moment, but the Russians, I can tell you, have started in spectacular style. They always do, don't they? But on the vault, Baitova, I can see, has already got a 9.937 posted there.
Sajinenkova, Elena Sajinenkova, second on vault for the Soviet team, a newcomer to this World Championships team. Loads of power, stylish, well elevated, just a murmur on the landing on that Yurchenko.
And Phillips' asymmetric bar scores come up. She started well too, 9.9. So battle joined straight away. I mean, this is the difference in quality. Immediately, first person up, scoring 9.9s for both the Soviets and the Romanians.
Wonderful square Arab spring, and just look at the elevation. Beautiful form in the twist, a pity about the murmur on landing. 9.837.
Well, that's her first vault, and remember the women have 2 chances, so now she can either change the vault and go for something more difficult, or try and perform the same vault even better. And she runs out, but she didn't start the vault, so she's just got to run up wrong. That's perfectly allowed without penalty. She can go back and restart it.
Well, at least it shows that they're human. Either she was a little bit nervous, or she was on the wrong foot coming into the round-off before the board. Never worth risking an accident. As long as she doesn't actually contact the apparatus, then that doesn't matter. She can have another attempt.
From Riga, she's 16 next month. Now, was that better, Monica, or not?
I think that it was more stable, yes. She had a little bounce back on the landing, but the dynamics of the vault was a margin better.
9.837 in the bag. Can she squeeze it up over the 9.9? Excellent at this phase. The big step back on landing. Be interesting.
Very difficult, John, because sometimes things are judged just on their landing. Now to the asymmetric bars. Kristina Bontash, third person up for the Romanians. Dynamic little gymnast, very tiny, only 136 centimetres. Encouragement coming from the Romanian team as she goes through. Tight, stick the landing, yes, and she did.
The second Romanian girl to go, Aurelia Dobre, the reigning all-round world champion, the defending champion, scored 9.887 on hers.
Now Olga Strojeva to vault, recovered from her knee injury, which she injured in Seoul on the beam. Positive. And the Soviets are really looking in fine form, very confident. Team coach Alexandra Alexandrov just giving a word of advice. Again, the Yurchenko, invented by Soviet world champion in 1983, Natalia Yurchenko.
With all the Russians, superb height. And they practiced their landings so much. Sezhenenkova, by the way, got another 9.837 for her second vault. So it's neck and neck. And Kristina Bontash, 9.9 for that asymmetric bars routine. So at the moment, nobody cracking under the pressure. Strojeva, 9.825 for her first vault.
And she needs a much more stable landing to get into the 9.9s. That's really where it went wrong. Yes, that was better.
Bumped down and held that landing. Must be coming down vertically to do that. You've got to get the timing and everything right. Otherwise, you've got to make some sort of movement to just stop yourself. The round off. Natalia Yurchenko, the first person to introduce that style of vaulting. And a much better landing.
Strojeva had to be carried out of the arena in Seoul, sadly missed the final stages of the competition, but she's in fine form here today.
Got her team gold, but now the United States on the floor.